Like, you might not think it's that significant what you want to share. You might not see the significance. You might just be like, oh, this is just something I enjoyed making. To somebody else, it could save their life. It could be something that they hold dear. You could become their favorite artist, and you need to give them the opportunity to love you, which means you need to give them, you need to be seen. Give them the opportunity to see you. And that's what I wanted to talk about. And this, I'm talking about this to you because I'm talking about this to myself. Okay, take two. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing super good. It's amazing to see you again, virtually, metaphorically, see you again. Welcome to my channel. I posted, or I included my new intro in this video. What do y'all think about it? I want to know what you think about it. I love it so much. So, yeah, welcome. Let's get into it. I was, just perusing on YouTube as per usual, and I came across this video, and it was really inspiring to me. Actually, let me look up their name. Sorry, hold on. Okay, Denise's Digital Hustle. So the video just popped up on my For You, whatever, it just popped up as a suggested video, right? And I was like, okay, let me read this. And there's something that Denise said in the video that was so interesting to me, which was about not sharing your gifts being selfish.
Very important that we consider other things, the positives, when it comes to actually starting. Don't focus on how many people are watching the video or if you're getting subscribers and all of that type of stuff. Focus on what you're putting out, what you want to be seen. Put your truth out. Put your truth and your knowledge and your passion, your talents out, and eventually your tribe will find you. The right people will find you, and they will want to be a part of your community. You just have to make sure that you are, I call it not being selfish. I call it selfish when you're holding back all of the good things inside of you and you're afraid to put that out into the world. You are being selfish to other people that may actually need you. You never know who will need you. So just pick up the camera, start recording, make sure it's in 4K.
And there's something that Denise said in the video that was so interesting to me, which was about not sharing your gifts being selfish, which is something that I thought about a while ago. I used to think about that a lot because I think about inspiration. I think about creation. I think about what it means to put out art into the world consistently over the course of your life as an artist, and to continue to remain inspired. And sometimes you're not inspired to do certain things that you really feel called in this life to do, whether as an artist or otherwise. And I used to think about this, and I still think about this concept of, like, there are people that need you and are looking for you, and what you have to say. They're interested in what you have to say. And it's selfish for you to keep yourself from them. And I always put it in my head in terms of, like, think about your favorite artist, your favorite album, your favorite book, your favorite song, your favorite anything, your favorite creation, your favorite item of clothing. Child, my stomach is grumbling. I wasn't in the mood to eat. I wasn't in the mood to eat before this video. I just had some tea. I'm like, let me record and then I'm gonna eat. And now my stomach is like, hello. Anyway, I think about my favorite things, like things that exist in the world that are beautiful, that somebody and somebody's plural, like, put their work into create, that they didn't have to. And I think about whatever challenges they might have faced that might have made them want to give up. And that's what stays on my mind when I think about my own work and whether or not I have an excuse or a reason or a worry or a concern about sharing something publicly. And that's fine. That's normal. It's normal to, like, maybe hesitate sometimes, or to not be sure about something, or just be confused maybe. And we can't let that stop us. And so I just really appreciated the video, and I appreciated the way that Denise articulated everything. in terms of like, there are people who want what you have to say, and the way that you find them is by you being yourself, you know. And I have this thing in my head that I keep saying to myself whenever I like want to hesitate about sharing like um my art, or like taking the next step towards the actualization of my dreams, or like making an idea like come to fruition in my life, right? um I I say to myself, yo, you got to be findable. You got to be findable. There is somebody that wants to listen to what you have to say. There is somebody who is interested in what you have to offer. There is someone who's curious about what your thought process is. There is somebody that is like ready to be your biggest fan. There is somebody who's ready to buy your book. But your book has to be findable. You have to be findable. That means you have to create and you have to share it. You have to post your video to be findable to that person and those people who want to subscribe to your channel. You have to like share your art with the world, share your chapbook of poetry, share your album, share your music for people to want to come and see your concert, or people to want to download your music or stream your music, right? You have to create things and then share them with people, for you to have the fans, the subscribers, the followers, the community, the crew, the clique of people who rock with you and who support you. It's important that, you know, we have to understand as people who are creative, whether you approach life creatively or your literal work is creativity, like, you know, in terms of you're an artist, you don't necessarily have a path laid out for you. You know, especially if you are doing work that's interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary. You create different kinds of things that are uh like new, fresh, cutting edge. There's no path for you. So you have to make it, you have to really make the road by walking. And you have to, there's something I wanted to say that I'm trying to remember.
Yes. Thank you.
You have to make the road by walking, and you have to like, oh fuck, I forgot it again. Build your stage. Sorry. Oh my god. Yo, I got so much on my brain. Please bear with me. Thank you for your patience. You have to build your stage. You have to build your audience. You have to create that. You don't have a preset audience or a preset path for you to walk down. You are the person who creates that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you might not think that there's a audience for maybe somebody who does bluegrass music with poetry and a little bit of rock. You might not think that there's an audience for that because you don't see somebody maybe in your area that does that. That doesn't mean that if you were to fucking do that shit and post it on YouTube, or do that and post it on Bandcamp, or do that and like share it on your IG, or just do that and maybe have like a gathering at like a friend's house or something. Like, you don't know whether or not people are going to want to rock with you. You have to give them the opportunity. Like, for people to be your fan, you have to give them the opportunity. You have to be findable. You have to like allow yourself to be seen, which is like, oh my god, be seen, fuck. Like, please get the camera on my face. Like, I get it, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm a performer, bro. Like, I get it. Like, when I'm on stage, I'm on stage. I'm like, yo, I'm working. I'm at my job. You know, like, this is my life's work. And then in other areas and other times, I desire privacy. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get it. And there's some things that I know that I'm called to do and share, and I have these talents, and I'm meant to share them, you know? And so it requires me to do things that are like, let's say, broadening my skill set and just inviting me to grow and deepen myself as a person, as a human being, as a soul. Like, just allowing yourself to be seen and allowing yourself to be a vessel for something greater than yourself. You have a message to share, you should share it. Somebody needs it. There are people that they wrote a poem and to them it was just a poem. It was just a poem. You know what I mean? They put it online or they put it in their book, And it wasn't like it mattered to them because it's their poem, but it might not have been this earth shattering, groundbreaking, this is like, do you know what I mean? The most important poem I ever wrote. It might not feel like that to them, but to you, that poem held you down after the death of like your best friend. Or to you, that poem like soothed your heart after a breakup, right? And it made you feel like, man, one day I can love again, right? To you, that poem is the poem you kept reading and you're like, bitch, no matter what happens, I am getting my degree. Okay, I am completing this academic program. Like, you might not think it's that significant what you want to share. You might not see the significance. You might just be like, oh, this is just something I enjoyed making. To somebody else, it could save their life. It could be something that they hold dear. You could become their favorite artist, and you need to give them the opportunity to love you, which means you need to give them, you need to be seen. Give them the opportunity to see you. And that's what I wanted to talk about. And this, I'm talking about this to you because I'm talking about this to myself. I am talking about this because it's important at this time, politically, like economically, socially. There's so many things that are happening that are like feel upside down. Like what seemed normal a year ago politically, what seemed normal 5 years ago politically is not even normal anymore. Things that you would never expect to happen are happening, and it's like not even a big deal. Do you know what I mean? Like the news cycles are just like one ridiculous news story after another. We need creativity. We need people who have new thoughts. We need people who have something to say. We need people with a dream in their heart, okay? Warmth in their spirit and the ability to articulate that with love and compassion, right? We need people to share and we need to be in community with each other, not just on some fake shit, but for real. Like, and I think it's important. Build communities around your interests. You look at things, similarly, build a community around that. We need each other. We need to learn from each other. And I think that we need to hear each other's voices. Like, I'm curious about what other people has to say. That's why when like I saw Denise's video, I was like, okay, let me see if I can learn something. Let me see what this person has to say. And it like really struck a chord with me, and it really reminded me of my own values. Actually, it reminded me, it's like, you know what, you're right. Actually, you were given a gift. You were given a gift by God. You were given gifts by God. Why do you think that is? You think you have gifts just so you can look at them? You do think you have gifts just so you can like take them out and like, tenderly like look at them in your palm like prized trinkets? Like, what do you think you have gifts for? I'm asking, what do you think you have gifts for? This is what I've been asking myself, right? I've been asking myself these questions. Like, I'm in conversation with this video, in conversation with myself, in conversation with just like, what do you want to do with your life? And how you're showing up every day in service of that? Like, no funny shit, no bullshit. Enough of the long talk. Let's get down to to the nuts and bolts. What are you doing every day to make your dreams come true? Because what the fuck else do we have in this life? Okay, whatever brings you joy, however weird and quirky you think it is, babes, as long as you're not hurting any pure-hearted souls, okay, do what you came here to do. This came to me, and I want to share it. I hope that it touches the people that it needs to touch, that it inspires whoever it needs to inspire, because I keep going back to this, let's say, analogy. It just came to me, and I was like, bro, this is really what this is. So just imagine that your mom, right? Your mom, your parent, your guardian, your daddy, whoever, right? Let's just say mom. Like, let's just imagine that your mom gives you a package, right, in the morning before you leave the house. Like, you're at the door, like, you remember those, you have those memories when you're a kid, like your mom's like zipping up your coat, putting Vaseline on your face. I spent a lot of my childhood in Syracuse, babes. So like, go Cuse. Okay. So when it was cold in the morning, right? Cold in the morning. So my mom would put Vaseline on my face, zip up my coat. I got my scarf, my muffler, what's it called? Earmuffs, gloves, mittens, all that, whatever you need. Your mom makes sure at the door that you're good, and she's sending you on an errand. She's like, listen, she gives you a package, right? Listen, I need you to drop this over at your aunt's place. right? I just need you to get it there by, get it there by the end of the day, but make sure you get home before, before it's dark, right? So you head out, you go to do what it is you have to do. Like, you didn't realize that it was going to be this long of a journey, honey. So you're like, well, let me get something to eat, right? So you stop by. So you stop by, you grab something. I know you're like, this kid is, I'm like, that man, how old is this kid that they're walking by themselves? No, just follow the story. Follow the story. So anyway, you're on your way to drop this package off at your aunt's, right? And your mom told you, she said, listen, there's a few things in there that are for you too, right? But, please remember, make sure that you deliver like the vast majority of this to your auntie, right? So you get food, you're going down the street. Man, it's like, this is a longer journey than I thought it would be. Okay, there's a detour, like maybe there was an accident, you have to go a different way, you have to take a bus. Okay, that bus is not working. Fine, let's see if you can take a train instead, right? So it's taking longer for you to get there, but you know that despite however many difficulties you're having on that journey, that you don't want to disappoint your mother, because you made a promise that you would get it to where it is you're supposed to get it by a certain time. Okay? And like, it would behoove you to keep your promise. You know what I mean? It would behoove you to do, like, your mother trusted you. There's not anybody else that she gave that package to. She gave that specific package to specifically you, to deliver it to a specific person, because she trusted you and she knew you could get the job done. All right. So even if it took longer than you expected, even if the journey was a little stressful, you will find support on that journey, because your heart is pure and your intentions are pure and you're moving from a good place. And you're going to arrive and you're going to deliver what it is you're meant to deliver to your auntie, because you're going to keep your word to your mom. I look at that as a metaphor for God and our life. And like, the beginning of our life is the morning, getting prepared by God, being born, getting, prepared as we're living our life and growing up, prepared in your childhood to like grow up and be an amazing person in life. And I look at like, get home before it's dark. That's like before the end of your life on this planet. Between you leaving the house in the morning and you getting home before dark, that's your lifetime in terms of the metaphor. And whatever package you are given is whatever gifts you were given by God. These are the gifts that God gave you for you to like use. Those are the gifts you're meant to use. And by deliver it means utilizing your gifts. Delivering it means like putting out your project. Delivering that gift to your aunties means you show up and you're counted. You show up. You're like, yep, I'm here. I'm living my life and I'm doing what I'm meant to do. And I'm taking every step to get there. And so I don't know, that works for me. That's something that I've been thinking about in terms of God trusted you and not anybody else with these specific gifts. You were giving these gifts for a reason. It's not random what you're good at. It's not random. Okay, that people are really comforted by you, or you have this gift, or you're known for this, you're really great at that. These aren't random. These are things that God has blessed you with for you to utilize in your life, for the service of something greater than yourself, right? For the service of something good that helps other people. So look at it like that. Somebody wants to hear what you have to say. That poem that you think is just something you wrote. Maybe you were like halfway tipsy. Okay, maybe to you that's what it is. To somebody else, that poem saved their life. Give them the opportunity to find you. There is somebody who's absolutely willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on your work. There's many people who want to spend hours watching you. There's lots of people who want to buy your work, want to learn more about you, want to read your blog, read your poetry, your stories, your essays, your creative nonfiction. Like, people want to know about you. They're interested in your talent. The way for you to find that out is to be findable. Share your work. A little bit at a time. It's not perfect. Fuck it. Just post it. You don't like it? Take it down. You don't like it? Revise it and put it back up. It's your life. Do you know what I mean? Who cares? It's your life. And there's another part of the video where Denise is talking about basically people are going to judge you regardless. Like, if you feel like, man, I don't want to be seen, I don't want people to know this is what I think, this is what I feel, these are my interests, they're going to think I'm this, they're going to think I'm that. They already think whatever they think about you. People that would say that shit about you are already gossiping haters. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're already going to find something to fucking talk about you. Like, you know what I mean? They're going to find something to criticize. You could be sitting there doing nothing but like sipping some water through a straw, and a motherfucker is gonna like hate on you for sipping on water through a straw. Oh, you think you too good for us with your fucking straw? Like, people who want to be a hater will be a hater over anything, so you might as well do whatever the fuck you want to do anyway and live your life. And then you get to say, you know, during your, like, at the sunset of your life, you get to say, listen, God gave me the package and I delivered it. And what a sweet feeling. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel like you can leave this earth and transition into another space, and be at peace and truly rest in paradise and rest in peace, knowing that the gifts you were given, you shared them. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you're having a lovely, beautiful, amazing day and getting everything done that you want to get done, getting, experiencing rest and eating good food, whatever it is that you desire. I'm sure desires you too. So I'm going to say, keep watching, find something else to watch. Okay, on my channel, find something else to watch. And I would love for you to put a comment down below and let me know, like, your piece of advice that, like, you hold on to. Give me, like, share with me if you're comfortable, if you want to, if you're in the mood to, share with me a piece of advice that you, like, really go back to, and you're like, it keeps you, like, centered, grounded, inspired. Like, another one of mine is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I love that, because honestly, it's the truth. So yeah, have a beautiful day. And yeah, Kendrick won 5 Grammys, bitch. Oh, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. Just wait. I will talk about that. Just give me some time to finish editing the videos. But in any case, have a good day. Have a good night. Ooh, and tell me what you think about my intro. It's cute, right? It's cute, right? It's real cute. All right, bye.